Have you noticed that, as the years go by, your bones feel weaker? Do you feel uneasy when getting out of bed or stepping up a stair? You're not alone. Many women over 60 experience discomfort in their hips, knees, back, or shoulders, lose height, or develop a fear of falling. And it's not just a feeling. At this stage of life, the body goes through changes that directly affect bone health. The good news is that there are practical and accessible ways to strengthen your bones, improve balance, and maintain independence. This doesn't involve expensive medications or invasive treatments. It all comes down to 3 simple steps, backed by science and by the experiences of women who have improved their quality of life through small, consistent changes. Before we begin, tell us in the comments how old you are and which city you're watching from. Your participation helps us create more useful content for you. And don't forget to like and subscribe for more health and wellness tips that can make a real difference in your life and that of your loved ones. Let's get started. Step 1. Get daily sunlight and monitor your vitamin D levels. It may seem like simple advice, but sun exposure is one of the most important pillars for keeping your bones strong, especially after age 60. This is because vitamin D, which is activated by sunlight, is essential for the body to absorb and use calcium effectively to build and maintain bone tissue. Why is vitamin D so important? Without enough vitamin D, calcium, even if present in your diet or supplements, can't be properly absorbed by the body. As a result, bones lose density, increasing the risk of fractures, falls, and conditions like osteoporosis. In addition to supporting bone health, vitamin D also plays a key role in strengthening the immune system, improving muscle function, boosting mood, and preventing chronic fatigue. What happens with age? As we age, the skin's ability to produce vitamin D from sunlight becomes less efficient. So even if we spend the same amount of time in the sun as when we were younger, our bodies produce less of this essential vitamin. This makes safe, intentional sun exposure even more important in later life. How to safely and effectively get sun exposure. Get 15 to 30 minutes of sunlight every day, whenever possible. Expose your arms and legs, without clothing or sunscreen, during this short period. Aim for sun exposure before 10 a.m. or after 4 p.m., when UV rays are less intense. Avoid sunburn. The exposure should be moderate, not to the point of redness or discomfort. You don't need to go to the beach or stay outside for hours. A simple walk outdoors, tending to plants in your garden, or sitting on a sunny balcony can make a real difference. Step 2. Eat foods rich in calcium and vitamin K2. Calcium is the key mineral for building and maintaining bones, but consuming it isn't enough. Your body needs a kind of guide to direct it to the right place. That guide is vitamin K2, which helps prevent calcium from building up in your arteries or soft tissues, and instead directs it to the bones, where it's truly needed to maintain strength and prevent fractures. Many women think that dairy is the only reliable source of calcium, but there are many other nutritious options beyond milk and cheese. Dark leafy greens like kale, cooked spinach, and broccoli are excellent sources. So are sesame seeds, especially in tahini form, tofu, and canned sardines with bones, which are not only nutrient-rich but also affordable and easy to prepare. As for vitamin K2, it's found in fermented foods such as natto, a Japanese soy dish, although its flavor may not appeal to everyone. More familiar sources include aged cheeses, like Gouda and Brie, egg yolks, chicken liver, and high-quality butter. If it's difficult to include these foods regularly in your diet, there are combined supplements that provide calcium, vitamin D, and vitamin K2 in one formula, making daily intake easier. The typical recommended dosage is 100 to 200 micrograms of K2 and 500 to 600 milligrams of calcium per day, ideally divided into 2 doses for better absorption. Lastly, it's important to avoid things that interfere with calcium absorption, such as too much salt, caffeine, and sugary drinks, especially cola-type sodas, which contain ingredients that compete with calcium in the body. Adopting a balanced, nutrient-rich diet and limiting processed foods is a sustainable and effective strategy for protecting your bone health at any age. Step 3. Do lightweight and low-impact exercises. Movement is essential for keeping your bones active, strong, and resilient. When we do exercises that apply a light load to our muscles and bones, the body responds by reinforcing that structure. It's as if your body prepares itself to stay active by naturally increasing bone density and muscle strength. The good news is, you don't need to lift heavy weights or run long distances. Simple activities like brisk walking, climbing stairs, daily stretching, using resistance bands, or light hand weights already provide enough stimulation for your bones, without the risk of injury. There are also programs specially designed for older women, such as gentle Pilates, functional fitness classes for seniors, or even easy at-home routines that use a chair for support. These exercises not only strengthen your muscles but also improve coordination, balance, and confidence in your movements, which greatly reduces the risk of falls. What matters most is that exercise is regular and tailored to your needs. Even if you've already had a fracture or have been diagnosed with osteoporosis, movement is still beneficial and necessary, as long as it's supervised by a healthcare or fitness professional. Several studies have shown that consistent exercise can increase bone density in critical areas like the hips and spine. Beyond bone health, physical activity offers wide-ranging benefits. It helps preserve muscle mass, improves posture, lifts your mood, supports better sleep, and lowers the risk of chronic illnesses like high blood pressure, type 2 diabetes, and mild depression. You can start gradually. With just 30 minutes of movement, 3 times a week, you'll begin to notice positive changes. And if you choose to exercise with friends or family, it can be more fun and even more motivating to stay consistent. In summary, here are the 3 key steps to take care of your bones after age 60. Get daily sunlight and maintain healthy levels of vitamin D. Eat foods rich in calcium and vitamin K2. Exercise with light impact and safe movements at least 3 times a week. Aging doesn't have to mean weakness or dependence. With simple, consistent habits, you can strengthen your body, maintain your independence, and enjoy this stage of life with more freedom and well-being. That's it for today's video. Now tell me, which of these 3 steps is already part of your life? And which one would you like to start this week? Share your answer in the comments. I'd love to hear from you. If you found this content helpful, please share it with friends and family. Someone close to you might also need help improving their mobility, energy, or overall quality of life. And of course, don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel to keep receiving valuable information that can truly transform your day-to-day life. See you in the next video.